everybody, welcome back and thanks for tuning in to the Cape Coral Life. My name is Marc Ammons. I'm a real estate agent down here in Southwest Florida. On this channel, I take you guys with me all over the state of Florida, particularly Southwest Florida, show you what it's like living here, the fun things there are to do. Me, my wife, my 3 kids love going around the state, checking out all the fun stuff. We're gonna bring you with us. So if that sounds like something you're into, consider subscribing so you don't miss any new videos when they get released. And today, we got a fun little jet ski trip that I'm taking you guys on from Cape Coral, Florida over to Cayo Costa State Park. Beautiful day, early February. We're gonna see some dolphins, we're gonna see some birds, we're gonna see some cool stuff along the way, so stick around. We're getting after it next. So I wanted to do this trip. We've had kind of our winter here, our week of winter in Florida, and we had some lows down in, I think it got into the upper 30s, and we had some days where it didn't even break 60, only a few of them. But we finally got a warm snap here again. Our week of winter is over, and it's gonna be almost 80 today, I think 83 tomorrow. Right now we're early mid-February, so pretty great weather for this time of year. Great day to get on the water. Today we're leaving out of Cape Coral. We're gonna be going to the Burnt Store boat ramp, which is on the west side of Cape Coral. That's about the closest boat ramp you've got to get to where we're going over on Cayo Costa. I want to take you guys along so you can see what Cayo Costa is all about. Hopefully we'll do a little fishing, maybe a little sightseeing, and just kind of check out what's going on over there. So stick around, we should have a lot of fun. All right, so we're just pulling in the boat ramp now. Not many people here today. It doesn't look like anybody currently launching, so we ought to be able to get out on the water in just a few minutes and start having some fun. So if you are going to go boating here in Cape Coral, it's very important to remember that you do have to pay to park your trailer every time that you take the boat out. So you need to do one of 2 things. Either get one of these little decals right here, or you can pay every single time you come. If you're going to go boating any decent amount of time, just go ahead and get one of the passes because you will forget. I have forgotten to pay. I think it's like a $40, $50 ticket. So it only takes a few of those to really add up. And I think the pass is like 75 or something, but it's real easy, especially when the ramp is fairly busy. You're going to forget to do it. You're gonna get out on the water, you're gonna come back, and you're gonna end up having a ticket. So don't forget to either pay for your parking before you leave, or just go ahead and get one of the stickers so you don't forget. All right, so we just got the jet ski launched out of Burnt Store boat ramp here in Cape Coral. We're on the water now, cruising through the canals. We've got a short little trip through the canals that we've got to make. We're gonna go by Sierra Vista Park, which I'll show you guys as we cruise by. We've got a little bit of a slow speed zone until we get out to open water. And after that, we can start cruising and get over to Cayo Costa. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna keep our eyes peeled today for some manatees as well. It's wintertime right now, Florida winter. It's early February. This time of year, when the water in the rivers and the Gulf starts getting cooler, you'll have a lot of the manatees that start to come more into the canals to stay warm. The water in these canals stays a little bit warmer than it does out in the river and the Gulf, so they will come in here. And that's one of the reasons you'll also see a lot of the slower speed, either the no wake or the 25-mile-an-hour speed limits. There are so many manatees that they don't want them getting, beaten up by props on boats and getting hit and all that. We do have a lot of manatees around here, and we like to protect them. All right, so coming up straight ahead, you can see the kayak launch here. That's a part of Sierra Vista Park. So it's one of the parks over on the west side of Cape Coral here. And it's a great park to put in kayaks, paddleboards, things like that if you're wanting to go through the mangroves. Great little park over here. Great kayaking, paddleboarding, fishing. So we'll check that out as we go by. So I have to say, one of the things that I absolutely love about living here in South Florida is the fact that it's early February and getting to be out on the water on a boat, ski, something like that, paddleboard, kayak, whatever, is something that you can do pretty much every day. So we just got off of a week of kind of colder weather. And there were still a few handful of days in there that you could have gotten out on the water if you wanted to. It had been a little chilly. But the fact that it's early February and you can be out here in the 80-degree weather enjoying the sunshine and everything that South Florida has to offer is pretty incredible. So huge benefit. If you're thinking about making the move to Florida, you're not happy in the wintertime where you're at now, I can tell you it is so much better down here. It's hard to explain, but yeah, pretty incredible. So on the right over here are some of the little fingers to these mangroves that if you're coming in on a kayak or paddleboard or something like that, you can go in and explore. Really cool stuff to see in there. The water's pretty shallow. Some of it's 6 inches deep, a foot deep. So you're not really going to be taking your boat too far in there. But yeah, if you got a kayak, paddleboard, something like that, it's a really cool place to explore. All right, so the people in front of us have stopped, and it looks like we've got some dolphins over here circling the no wake sign. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer here. Oh yeah, so if you take a look at that no wake sign, we got some dolphins hanging out over there. So this is pretty typical in this little spot. I've seen a lot of dolphins in here on this trip. I don't know why they like this little spot in particular, but it's a great spot to see dolphins. Haven't seen any manatees yet today, but that's pretty incredible. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little show the dolphins gave us. That was unexpected. As we were leaving the canals, the boat in front of me I noticed was stopped, and couldn't figure out what was going on at first. I didn't know if they were having boat trouble, and then looked and saw that there was 2 dolphins put on a pretty great show for us. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, that's one of the beautiful things about here is we've got all this wildlife, dolphins, manatees, birds, so many things to see out here. It's just absolutely incredible. So this next little part of the trip seems kind of crazy because where we're going is straight off to our right, and it looks like you can just make a beeline over there, but instead we're hugging the shoreline pretty much the whole way. And basically the deal, the water over there is, especially the tide's kind of low right now, the water's like 6 inches deep, so it's a really great way to get stuck. So know where the channels are, know where the deep water is, and stay within them and you'll be fine. But yeah, if you try to take a shortcut and cut across there, you're going to find yourself stuck on some sand pretty quickly. All right, so we just reached the end of our no wake zone, and we're getting ready to go through a 25-mile-an-hour manatee zone for a little bit, and then we get full speed ahead after that. So I'm going to put this camera down so I don't lose this thing out in the water. So stick with me. The next time we'll catch up when we pull up to Cayo Costa. Let's have some fun. All right, so we're on the last little leg of the trip here. I can see Cayo Costa up here on our left. I can see Boca Grande over on the right. And those two islands are really only like a mile away from each other. So you can see
the south tip of Boca Grande from the north tip of Cayo Costa, which is pretty cool. Boca Grande obviously is loaded with houses and all that, and Cayo Costa is a state park, so there's nothing there, so it's kind of neat seeing the difference. But anyway, we're going to cruise in, find a good spot on the beach, and we'll anchor this thing up and go take a look around. All right, everybody, so we made it to Cayo Costa. So off to the left over here is the north tip of Cayo Costa. You can already see some boats over here on this side. And then on the opposite side of what we can't see right now is the actual Gulf side, the more beachy side of the island. And then over here, like I was saying, that's Gasparilla Island. So that is Boca Grande, very, very close to each other. You probably see them both in the same frame here. Yeah, so left side is Cayo Costa, right side is Boca Grande. Both have great beaches, but if you got to pick one over the other, go to Cayo Costa for sure. All right, let's see you on the beach. All right, we made it to Cayo Costa, so we've got the jet ski behind me anchored off, got a little spot on the beach staked out here. Where I ended up staying, there's one boat over here that's anchored out, but they're not actually coming onto the beach. And then behind me, there's a few people on the other side of that little bend there, and then almost no one on the other side. Pretty much have the whole beach to ourselves, so we're gonna get a quick bite to eat, do a little fishing, and then we'll take a walk around the island and see what kind of fun stuff there is to show you guys. So one of the things that brings a lot of people to islands like Cayo Costa, like Captiva, like Sanibel, is there's some amazing shelling. So this lady back there is hunting for some seashells, and that's a super common thing to see out here, particularly on this island because it's boat access only. You don't have a ton of people out here, so you can find some really amazing shells. Just because not that many people are out here looking for them. Now the people that do come out here spend like probably half their day looking for them, but you can find some really amazing shells. Typically we find more than what we can bring back, so we kind of get a big pile going, and then at the end of the day kind of cull through and find the best ones, and those are the ones that make the cut and get to come home with us. So I'll tell you guys how close Boca Grande is to Cayo Costa, and if you look right behind me, right over my shoulder here, So that is Boca Grande. We're standing on Cayo Costa right now. So I think it's like a mile across there, across that little pass. So it's not far at all. So if you want to come over here, you can kind of split your day. You can head over to Boca Grande, anchor out over there, and then there's probably gonna be more people out there than there are here. Then you can head your boat a little bit south and anchor off Cayo Costa, look around, find some cool seashells. One of the cool things about Cayo Costa as well is that you actually can camp here. So on the other side of the island, there are some boat docks that you can dock up to. So again, you can only get here by boat, so you can't drive to it. But if you've got a boat, you can park your boat there overnight for a few nights. They've got both rustic campsites where you bring your own tent, and they've got some hammock campsites, and then there are also some smaller like cabins, like little rustic cabins. There's like 6 of those. They book up pretty quickly because there's not that many of them. So if it is something that you're looking to do, go ahead and book early. I'd recommend probably doing it this time of year in the winter when it's a little bit cooler. I don't know if I'd want to do that in July, August, but that might be your thing. All right, we got the ski all loaded up. Everything's on board and ready to go. So we're gonna shove off and see you guys back in Cape Coral. So we just crossed through into the no wake zone from the 25-mile-an-hour zone. So it's slow cruising from here on the way back. All right, so the bridge that you see right here in front of us is the Matlacha Bridge. It is a drawbridge. It's Pine Island Road that's coming from Cape Coral and then going over to Matlacha and then also to Pine Island. So if you ever get caught at that bridge when it is open, you could sit there for a little while. But yeah, off to our right over here, this is the island of Matlacha, old fishing village. A lot of really cool houses there, a lot of boats, and a bunch of good restaurants, ice cream shops, things like that. So cool place to check out. So we've got a whole mess of like 20 pelicans over here. These guys are cleaning their fish off the back of the boat, and they're throwing all the scraps to the pelicans. They're having a great time. Okay, so off to the right over here is Gulf Coast Kayaks. So that's a place that you can rent kayaks. I think they might have some paddle boards too. They do like guided tours as well. So if you're looking to get out on the water on a kayak around here, that's a really great spot to check out. All right, so now for the least fun part of a jet ski trip, cleaning the jet ski. Well, it's going to wrap it up for us today, guys. Had a lot of fun out here showing you around Cayo Costa State Park. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, it's a beautiful place. You can be here in such a short period of time, from Fort Myers, from Cape Coral, from Punta Gorda. So it's a great spot to just spend the afternoon without having to go too far. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And hey, if this kind of thing seems like something that you could do in your life and you're thinking about moving to Southwest Florida, give me a call. Again, I am a licensed realtor down here in Southwest Florida, in particular in Cape Coral. So if I can help you, I'd be more than happy to do so. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'll also put a little QR code right up here that you can just scan with your phone. That'll let you set up a one-on-one 30-minute Zoom call with me so we can talk about your needs and see if we can find the best home for you. So as always, thanks for tuning in. Be well. I'll see you on the next one.